If you're even a casual Alien fan, chances are this new series trailer just woke something up inside you. What if the Xenomorphs finally made it to Earth? FX and Hulu just dropped the trailer for Alien, Earth, and it's already melting the brains of fans everywhere. Created by Noah Hawley, yes, the genius behind Fargo and Legion, this isn't just another prequel or spin-off. This is the franchise's boldest move yet. Xenomorphs, parasitic aliens, and synthetic consciousnesses on Earth. From creepy Peter Pan references to new alien species that crawl through your eye sockets, this trailer is packed with secrets, subtle lore drops, and pure nightmare fuel. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I am your host, Spoiler Master. In this video, we're breaking it all down, frame by frame. The hidden symbols, the shocking callbacks, and what this show might mean for the entire Alien timeline. Trust me, if you blinked, you definitely missed something. Let's dive in, because the Hive just came home.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
A countdown to catastrophe. The trailer opens with a countdown, but it's not just a visual flourish, it's a narrative signal. As the numbers tick towards 0, a ship crashes from orbit, smashing into the surface of Earth with devastating force. That vessel, the USCSS Maginot. Its name is no accident, likely a reference to the Maginot Line, a failed military defense structure from World War II. It's a warning that our defenses, corporate, military, biological, are about to be overwhelmed. And this isn't just happening on any old part of Earth. This disaster unfolds in the heart of Prodigy City, a hyper-modern corporate utopia that looks straight out of Blade Runner. It's glitzy, arrogant, and teetering on the edge of catastrophe. You know something's wrong when a city this shiny gets targeted by something ancient and predatory.
Ship collected 5 different
Prodigy Corporation and the Peter Pan obsession. The teddy bear logos, the floating Peter Pan books, the young woman named Wendy. The symbolism is deliberate. This isn't just sci-fi horror. This is a techno fairy tale. Alien. Earth is drenched in Peter Pan references, which may seem strange at first until you realize what it's really about. Eternal youth, artificial bodies, and the lie of innocence in a brutal world. Wendy, played by Sydney Chandler, is at the heart of that metaphor. She's undergoing an experimental consciousness transfer to escape death by uploading herself into a synthetic body. It's Prodigy's twisted version of "You'll never grow up," and she's not the only lost boy in this story. Characters like Hermit, played by Alex Lawther, slightly curly and Toodles, echo the names of Peter Pan's companions. Except here, they're not playing with wooden swords in Neverland. They're trapped in a dystopian world where childhood innocence is used as corporate branding for transhuman experiments.
Do it. We're fast, we're strong, we don't break.
Kirsh, the synthetic guardian. Another key player is Kirsh, portrayed by Timothy Olyphant. He's Wendy's protector and a synthetic himself. But unlike David or Walter from the prequels, Kirsh seems grounded and emotionally aware. There's a quiet empathy to him, at least on the surface. His relationship with Wendy feels less like an AI-human dynamic and more like a parent-child bond. This could make him a powerful emotional anchor, or a devastating loss later on if the horror truly escalates. And let's be honest, in Alien stories, the protectors rarely survive long. It wouldn't be an Alien project without evil corporations, and this series gives us a buffet. Alongside Weyland-Yutani, we now have Prodigy Corporation, Threshold, and Lynch Dynamic. These mega entities aren't just rivals. They're waging Cold War through research, espionage, and exploitation of alien biology. In the trailer, a character says, the ship collected 5 different life forms, and we get a peek at what that means. That's not a science mission, that's biological arms dealing. We're looking at full-scale corporate biowarfare, and the Maginot may have been a Trojan horse, deliberately sent to infect a rival city. Xenomorphs and the neural parasite. Yes, the classic Xenomorphs are here. We see facehuggers leaping onto victims, eggs cracking open, and acid blood dripping from snarling jaws. But they're not alone. This isn't just an outbreak, it's a zoo. The Maginot was apparently transporting 5 alien species. Let that sink in. 5. That's way beyond the standard Xeno threat, and one of them might be the scariest thing we've seen in the entire franchise. One of the species, dubbed T. Oculus is briefly described in the trailer. It enters a host through the eye sockets and hijacks the nervous system. Think of it as a combination of The Thing and a facehugger, only more insidious. It doesn't just implant, it possesses. The trailer even includes a chart. It feeds on neurotransmitters, controls the host's body, and likely retains some of the host's memories and skills. There's a theory floating around already. What if some of the human characters we meet are actually under the control of this creature, and we just don't know it yet? It could turn Alien, Earth into a psychological thriller where no one knows who's still human. That's next-level horror. Hybridization and human experiments. Elsewhere in the trailer, we see tanks filled with floating creatures. Some look like early-stage chestbursters, while others appear to be Earth-native animals exposed to alien biology. There's even a brief glimpse of a sheep and a scorpion undergoing scans. This suggests one thing: hybrid experiments, possibly an attempt to fuse alien DNA with native life forms. If that's true, then Prodigy Corporation isn't just studying these monsters. They're trying to create new ones. Add in the fact that humans are uploading consciousness into synthetic bodies, and you've got 3 horror tracks running at once: parasitic infection, cloning, and transhumanism gone wrong.
Lock them down.
Wendy's synthetic rebirth in Neverland Island. One of the most emotionally complex moments in the trailer comes when Wendy, still human, stares at her synthetic body. Her hand touches the synthetic's hand, and you realize she's about to let go of her original self. It's not just about surviving, it's about becoming something else. But Wendy doesn't seem scared. In fact, later in the trailer, we see her dragging a restrained xenomorph by the jaws like a warrior in full control. It raises the question, does she gain some sort of advantage through this transformation? Is she immune to the parasites? Or worse, is she linked to them? Wendy might become this show's Ripley, or it's David. Much of the research and memory transfer seems to take place on an artificial island referred to as Neverland. Again, the Peter Pan symbolism continues. Neverland in this case is a place where you can live forever, as long as you're willing to give up your humanity. But there's something darker going on. This isn't a hospital. This is a lab, a think tank, a proving ground. Neverland might be where the first outbreak starts, or where the first hybrid is born. Either way, if the city is the stage, Neverland is the backstage horror show. The return to horror roots. One quick shot shows a powerful executive overlooking the city skyline. Fans believe this could be Sandra Yee Sensendiver's character, possibly a senior director at Weyland-Yutani. If that's the case, then Alien. Earth may finally explore what happened during the Weyland-Yutani merger and how that power struggle turned into a global nightmare. Could she be the one who orchestrated the Maginot's crash? Is this her version of corporate warfare? If so, she might be this show's human villain, pulling the strings while the aliens do her dirty work. Visually, the trailer calls back to Alien 1979 in the best ways. Stark lighting, claustrophobic hallways, eerie sound design, and that creeping sense of dread. You feel it when Hermit opens a locker and finds something unspeakable. You feel it when a facehugger leaps through fog and glass. And most of all, you feel it when a xenomorph gets close enough to stare you in the eyes. There's a long shot of a xenomorph with its jaws just inches from Hermit's face. You can see the fear paralyze him. It's the exact kind of moment that made the original Alien legendary. And Alien, Earth is doubling down on that kind of visceral terror. Rewriting the timeline, here's where things get really interesting. By setting this show on Earth, the creators are taking a massive swing. It potentially recontextualizes everything we know about the franchise. If xenomorphs and other alien species are already active on Earth before the events of Alien 1979, that means Weyland-Yutani didn't discover the xenomorph. They already knew. The Nostromo wasn't just a mining vessel, it was bait. Ripley and her crew weren't victims of randomness. They were collateral damage. That's a terrifying retcon, and a brilliant one. Our nerdy thoughts. The last shot of the trailer is haunting. A xenomorph's tail curls upward, the city lights flickering in the distance. No escape pod, no cryosleep, no outer space to run to. This time the horror has landed. This time it's here, on our soil, on our terms, and Earth is now the egg. If Alien Earth delivers even half of what this trailer promises, it could become one of the greatest installments in the franchise. Visceral horror, corporate backstabbing, philosophical questions about identity, and a cast of characters trapped in a nightmare of their own making. It's everything Alien fans could ask for. Let us know what you think. What's your theory on T. Oculus? Do you believe Wendy is still fully human? And could this connect to David or the engineers down the line? Hit that like button, subscribe for more sci-fi deep dives, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. The Xenomorphs have landed, and this time, there's nowhere left to run.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.